Hey everybody, welcome back to this is part 3 of 2024 Mindset Reset. The last couple days, we've covered a lot. They're the longest videos I think I've made yet, but it's okay. It's all stuff that needs to get out there. So, welcome to my channel if you're new. I'm Pam. I'm a spiritual life coach and an intuitive healer. And I'm here to help people, especially through 2024, because everything that I've heard, and it's like evolution runs in cycles. And 2024 is going to be a huge player in the cycle. Things have been ramping up to this point, and this year is going to get even crazier. So it's really crucial that you shift your mindset to positive and start taking your power back, take your control back, and stop letting other people and the government and everything else control you, because they've taught us everything that they've fed into us. I mean, back hundreds, thousands of years. I mean, think about television. That's why I stopped watching TV. God, I can't even tell you how many years ago. It's been a very long time. I mean, I don't even think I watched TV when my daughter was young. So, because it was just negative. Everything on the news was negative. And I remember then thinking, God, did they ever say anything positive? And I remember hearing negative news sells. You know, misery loves company. Well, look at the world. You know, look how many people, maybe it's not you, but look how many people are miserable, and they're striving just to stay alive, just to pay their bills, just to, make it to the next day. And some of them, some of it is by no fault of their own. They ended up in a bad situation. The corruption put them in that spot. I mean, there are many, many different reasons why people end up how they end up, whether it be, from homeless to a mansion, So, but everybody's doing the best they can. And now it's time for us as light workers to really step up to the plate. And when I say light workers, I mean, if you are trying to spread love and light to whoever, whether you're doing YouTubes, whether you were working at a homeless shelter, whether you're working at the food bank, whether you visit people in the hospital or nursing homes or whatever. I mean, however you're doing it, where you're trying to share your heart, to make this world a better place. You also need to take time for you, because so many of us just give and give and give. And that's where I was talking about setting boundaries, because I'm not saying don't give, but I'm saying set boundaries, because you need to take care of you as well. Because the energies that are coming in with the shifts and things like that, I mean, I swear, everything happens for a reason, and I know this. And I think me getting sick the first part of the year was clearing out more stuck energy and shifting me more to my light body, because I really couldn't care less whether I eat. And for people that know me, for me to say that, you're gonna think, God, who are you? Because you either live to eat or eat to live. I used to live to eat. I mean, I loved eating, but in the past, I don't know, 6 months at least, I remember telling my husband, I was like, God, I just wish things would shift so we could live off of light already, because I'm tired of eating. I'm just tired of eating. I'm tired of fixing food. I'm tired of eating. I'm tired of, I want my body's going through this adjustment phase. It still needs nourishment, obviously. But since I got sick, I eat very little. But in fact, I had fixed a couple hamburgers the other day, and I saw it in the refrigerator, and I'm like, no. Meat. Of course, I've never been a big meat eater anyway. So, yeah, I fed it to the dogs. They liked it. So, you know, and Bob and I have been eating a lot of salads, but that's what you're supposed to eat. You're supposed to eat things that come from the earth, not processed stuff. And it's rare we eat processed stuff anymore. But these are all things, boundaries that you need to set for yourself. Take time for you. Take time to meditate. Take time to pray. Take time to, if you exercise, if you do yoga, if you do Tai Chi, whatever you do to bring you back to center, you have to do that. Because this year is more important than ever. And because you have to stay healthy. So I know I talked some about the I am statements and speaking in words are powerful. So you need to get to a point, and I know I said, love yourself and all of those kinds of things. When I first started this, people would tell me, well, just stand in front of the mirror and say, I am whatever. I am happy. I am a great mother. I am financially free. I am abundant. I love myself. I'm beautiful. Whatever. I'm handsome. Whatever it is that you need to say. And I was not that they told me to say I'm handsome. Just clarifying that. But I remember standing in front of the mirror thinking, I don't even, yeah, okay, whatever. And it was just words, but the more, and ask God to open doors for you. Tell God that you want to expand and become a better you. And ask for the doors to be open. Ask for guidance. Ask for clarity. Because once you do that, doors will open. You will see things that will make sense to you. You will have aha moments. And those words will then start to have feeling behind them. And that's when the magic happens. It really, truly does. Because when you can look at yourself and say, I love you. I love me. And you really feel it, like whoever you love the most, whether it be your child, your parent, your spouse, God, obviously, wherever you feel that, a pet, wherever you feel that deep, deep love, when you can feel that about yourself, that's when you know you're there. And then keep going, But I remember standing in front of the mirror, and some of the things that I would say, I felt like an idiot. I was like, okay, I hope nobody's watching. I feel stupid. There's that stupid word again, but I really did feel stupid. So, you just have to do it. It's going to be uncomfortable at first, but the first step is always the hardest. Once you take that first step, and then you keep going, it becomes second nature. You know, it's like shifting your words. And, you know, like I said yesterday in part 2, my husband and I will catch each other. It's not often that we have to catch each other, but every now and then, because old programming will still kick in every now and then, and old habits, you know, where you're used to saying whatever that's negative. You're human. You know, you have to give yourself grace. It's not an overnight fix. It's not an overnight change. It takes time. It takes practice. So have patience with yourself, you know, and love yourself through this process. So, like I said, but start by standing in front of the mirror and just say, and look at yourself in the eyes and say, I love you. I love me. And then go from there. Whatever it is that you need, if you're feeling sad, say, I am happy. I am joyful. I feel bliss. But say it when you're saying these affirmations, say them in the present tense, like it's happening now. Don't say, I want to feel happy. Because when you want to feel happy, you will always want something. Like tomorrow never comes. Have you ever noticed that? It's always now. So say it now. I am joyful. I am happy. I am abundant. I am financially free. Whether you are or not, it doesn't matter. You know, you might have a negative balance in your checking account. But you have to look at the fact that, don't focus on the problem, focus on the solution. The solution is you're financially free. Because when you're financially free, you don't have to worry about anything. Your bills are paid. You can help whoever you want, however you want. You can go wherever you want. You know, if you want to travel, if you want to stay. I want to travel. You know, as soon as things settle down, I plan on traveling. You know, Bob and I want to see the world. You know, God made, and the earth has some of the most amazing landscapes. We want to go see them. We will go see them. So, like I said, if you feel sad, if you feel like if you just lost that promotion, you didn't lose anything because there's a reason you didn't get it. I can't tell you how many times something didn't happen that I wanted to happen. And it bums you out at first. But then later you see why you didn't get it. Because the universe has your best interest at heart. So if you didn't get the promotion, say, I'm ready for the next promotion. I'm ready for the next advancement. You know, and it's okay. I am great. I'm resilient. I bounce back. And it's amazing. You know, I am worthy. I deserve an even better position. So like I said, when you start, some of you probably don't even need this, you know, but some of you do, because I was there. You know, we all were at one point where we didn't say these things. So, like I said, setting boundaries to take care of yourself, saying positive affirmations, and if you need, if you're not sure where to draw that from, there are books on it. Excuse me. There are you can Google positive affirmations. Pick one that resonates with you. Don't just go pick a random statement. Pick something you're looking to change and shift for you. And keep it positive. You know, if you need help with it, reach out to me. I'm glad to help you work through, you know, if you're not sure how to restructure or how to rephrase making the problem into a solution, reach out to me. Because sometimes, you know, like the other night when I was doing my list, you know, most of what I get are downloads from God. But every now and then I get hung on something, and I get in my ego mind, and my mind's spinning. It's like, okay, how do I make this work? And sometimes I'll bounce things off of my husband because he does the same thing. It's like he pulls from God as long as he doesn't get in his head too. But you know, so it's very powerful with the two of us doing this together. But like I said, you know, sometimes it's hard for your mind to be quiet and for you to hear the answers that God has for you. So that again is where you need to take time for yourself. And when I first started this, my mind wouldn't, the monkey mind, the chatter, it wouldn't shut up. But you have to tame it. You have to practice and just treat it like a child and say, because it's your ego. Your ego is here to protect you. It has a value. I know I knock the ego, but it's not, I'm not knocking it. I'm telling you to stay out of it. There's a huge difference. It has a purpose, but don't let it rule you. You rule your ego. When it starts ruling you, that's when things go all kinds of crazy. And you're going to be like the messed up mindset. So you rule your ego. And just tell your ego, you know what? It's okay. I need these 5 minutes. I need these 10 minutes. I need these 15 minutes, whatever it is. Start out small and build from there. If you're not used to praying or meditating, start out small. And tell your ego to go sit and be quiet. And it will for a point in time. And then it will come back because it's not used to that. Because you're doing something that it's not used to. So it's trying to jump in and protect you. So then when it starts chattering again, no, I'm not done. Please go have a seat. I'll be back with you in a moment. And again, you're going to feel silly, but it works. I'm telling you. So, and after a while, your ego becomes more comfortable with you meditating. So then you can quiet your mind because you can go into a state of quiet and peace and connect to source. And the more you do it, the faster it will happen. And the more you do it, the more your answers will come, the more you'll hear your answers, you'll see your guidance. So, I mean, I know Bob and I have a huge task this year. We're still working on it. We're still asking for guidance, and things are coming in, and he is where he is right now. I thank God I get to pick him up tonight at the airport, but he is where he is because God's opening his eyes to a whole different society, and not society, just a way of life, because we don't have that here. He's in Arkansas. Where he is, it's rough. It's really rough on those people. And It's like, and both of us just want to swoop in and fix it, but that's not our calling. Not all of it. We will be part of it, I'm sure, because we are here to help people. So anyway, but like I said, meditate, take time for you, set boundaries, and start speaking positive to yourself. And if you're working on something and it messes up, or I don't know, the only example that just flew into my head was like if you're cooking or you're baking or whatever, and have you ever done that and a spoon falls in the floor and stuff goes everywhere? Done that a time or two. Anyway, don't knock yourself. Don't go, well, that was stupid, or that was smart, Pam. Don't. Just laugh at it. Go, that's pretty funny. Nothing got broken. And even if something got broken, so what? Hopefully it wasn't your favorite glass or your favorite whatever. But just laugh at it. And it will make the experience go much smoother. Last Thanksgiving, I had my whole family at the house. And because it was my job, because they were coming over. So I had to do the turkey. Well, I had just redone my countertops. I epoxied my countertops, so the sink had to come out. I put the sink back, fixed all the plumbing and all that kind of stuff underneath. Well, I was missing no, I wasn't. It was there. It broke. Anyway, there's a plastic gasket, a hard plastic gasket that goes under the sink. Well, while I'm fixing the turkey and washing it off and stuff, the turkey falls and hits the sink. It evidently popped this loose and broke that gasket, because all of a sudden I was looking down and I had water all over my kitchen floor. Like, what the heck? So, and my cat is like right at my feet looking at this water. So I look under the sink, and of course the drain is just laying in the bottom of the cabinet. I was like, oh, this is nice. Everybody should be here in a few hours and I have water everywhere, but it's okay. So the fact that I just all I could do was laugh at it. I couldn't get upset. What was the point in getting upset? It would have ruined my day, and then I would have ruined everybody else's day. So I just laughed it off. And because I did that, it's like Saturday after Thanksgiving when everybody's coming up. I don't know who has this gasket thing, and I don't have time to go get it. But because I laughed it off and I kept myself in a calm spot, my angels said, Pam, remember that bag of plumbing parts that was in the house when you moved in? Go look in it. I was like, oh, okay, thanks. So I go pull this bag out, and darn if there wasn't one of those plastic things. So I fixed my sink. Fixed my sink, cleaned up the water, put the turkey in the oven. Everybody came over. Nobody was any the wiser. We all had a great time. So, like I said yesterday in part 2, you can take any situation and you can either look at it in a positive light and laugh, or turn it into, you're an idiot, what the hell, you screw everything up, nothing works, there's always a problem. And I've been there too. That used to be me. Now that old programming is gone. Gone. Now I have the new, and I just laugh. And even if, even if Bob does something, I mean, before, oh God, I mean, he loves to cook. And that's a blessing. So, and I let him in my kitchen. That wouldn't have happened before because I'd have been too worried about something getting broken or messed up or whatever. I let him fix stuff because he does. And he does it the way I would do it, which is correctly. So I'm not used to that because I haven't had that in the past, but now I do. So I can trust him to do things the right way. So anyway, the just side note, but like I said, it is because I have shifted my mindset. That's so like I said yesterday, if I don't tell you things that I haven't done myself, I don't tell you things that I have not proven that works. I went from misery to extremely happy. My vibration went from like way low to now I'm way high. The bad stuff, there is no bad stuff. Like I said, the bad is a perception. Sorry. Even this stupid cough that I haven't shook yet is yeah, it's all good because it's clearing stuff out. So while it's annoying, especially when I'm trying to do a video, it's all good. I can pause it and keep rolling. So anyway, I wish you guys the best. Hang in there. Like I said, start out small, but just start. And if you're already started, now's the time to ramp it up. We really as more advanced light workers, and that's not we're not better than anybody else. It's just we're more we're not the kindergartner anymore. We're graduating high school, going into college, graduating college and going to grad school or whatever. Wherever you are on that ladder is perfectly okay. But the further up the ladder you are, you still need to do this work. You still need to take care of yourself and step up your game. Because the more people start waking up, the more of us are going to be needed. So anyway, I think that's about it. So sending you guys lots of love, lots of light. Have an amazing day. And if you have any questions, put it below. If you could click the like button for me, that would be great. Subscribe to my channel. It helps. And because this is the year where we really need, we were sent here for this reason. We're shifting the collective. We're shifting the consciousness to the positive as opposed to the negative. So lead by example. Be positive. Stay focused on being positive and saying positive words. Send, when you pass somebody in the store, tell them to have a great day. Or, hey, how are you doing? Oh, life sucks. I'm sorry. I hope you have a better day. Or if it's somebody you know, what can I do to help you? How can I help you? So, anyway, just a thought. I will talk to you later.